At 8-1, the Saints host the 4-5 Minnesota Vikings. It's not exactly a homecoming because the home is coming to the Saints, but this is Andre Weingarten's former team, and we will get to see how they do against Teddy Bridgewater and the Vikings. They start out with the football, 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give is to Simonette with a spin, and Jaron Simonette into the secondary and takes a huge hit from Braxton Yates. That's a big first down for Minnesota. They come out in an ace set, play action fake. Bridgewater has all day to throw, and he's going to find Jeremy Maclin. A mistake by Larimore to come up, and that's going to be a huge completion. And Vidal Grice is down. He almost whiffed on the tackle. He did make contact with Maclin, but he is hurt, writhing in pain, and we'll have to see if he's going to come back. 2nd and 11, quick pass to Maclin. Sets up a 3rd and short for Minnesota. Meadows in motion. Bridgewater looking around, and he's going to throw this one out the back of the end zone, and that's going to lead to a field goal. So here comes Michael Wong and the Saints offense. 62%, 2,500 yards, 15 touchdowns to 7 interceptions so far on the season. 2nd and 6 from the 32-yard line. They come out in an ace set of their own. Play action fake. Wong, touch pass to Hopkins across the field for a gain of 24 yards. A very nice pass from Michael Wong. They send pressure. It's tipped, and it's caught by Kent Clements, who breaks away from the hitman Harrison Smith. But that's crazy. Deflected off of the blitzing nickel defender. That's going to set up a 3rd and 7. Unfortunately, it's incomplete, and the Saints are forced to kick a field goal right back. We're tied up at 3. 1st and 10 on the next possession. Bridgewater rolls out to his left. Is sacked. Guess who? It's Sheldon Rankins, thriving in his new role as a 3-4 defensive end. 3rd and 12 from the 23-yard line. Bridgewater looking around, throws to Frederick, and that's Andre Waynes not playing his zone properly. That's going to give the Vikings a shot to put points on the board on this possession, as Simonette with another first down on the ground, 5 for 38, as the Saints' rush defense has not been ideal. A little update, Vidal Grice will not return. We'll get an update on him later, as Simonette takes a huge hit from his replacement. That's Sam Moreland in on the tackle. 3rd and 6 from the 29. Bridgewater looking around, steps up, throws to Meadows, and James Meadows has the first as Larimore just a little late in closing in on that pass. 2nd and 5 from the 13. Gives to Simonette, and Moreland jars the ball loose, but Bridgewater dives on it to recover it. 3rd and 8 from the 15. Bridgewater all day, and he's going to be sacked. Wes Pitta got to him. A loss of 8, and they're going to settle for another field goal. Final play of the first quarter, 2nd and 9. Wong under pressure. What anticipation as he finds Hopkins over the middle. A perfect pass right behind the dropping linebacker. 2nd and 5. The give is to Blackman. He takes it, cuts it back towards the middle, and has it first. 3rd and 10, play action. Wong to Hopkins, and he overshot him by a step. And Atogwe is going to be trying to trash talk Hopkins a little bit. Don't know why, considering he just got burned and got bailed out by a bad throw. Simonette with a spin has another 16-yard gain. Jared Simonette has absolutely killed us so far in this first half. 2nd and 7 from the 44. Bridgewater dancing around. He's going to escape, and he's going to take off and run with it. Tries to make a juke, but that's going to be a gain of 9. 3rd and 6 in Saints territory. Bridgewater feels the heat from Pitta, and it's intercepted! Victor Melvin picked off the pass that Wes Pitta knocked out of Bridgewater's hand. Unfortunately, the Saints don't get any points off that possession, but that's a great play from Pitta and from Melvin. First and 10, Bridgewater to Jeremy Maclin, literally all alone, and he lost the football! It was jarred loose by Pitta, but somehow Simonette recovers it. I don't know how the Vikings keep doing this, but that's 2 fumbles that should have been recovered by the Saints that they hold on to, and it could lead to even more points. So that's going to be a completion to Kyle Rudolph. Second and 4 from the 24-yard line. Teddy drops back, throws to Frederick, who's going to have about 3. Setting up a 3rd and short. Riley Anders in motion to come out an offset eye. It gives to Simonette, and Hastings shot the gap. But Simonette does pick up the first. Second and 10 from the 20. Simonette again gets the give, and this time Nickel Schillen stops him dead in his tracks. 3rd and long as they come out 4 wide, an empty set. Bridgewater looking around, throws to Sample, spins out Pitta. Actually, spins out Hastings, but cannot get away from the rest of the Saints defense. And the Vikings are up 9-6. First and 10 from the 27. Wong under siege, airs it up for Thomas, who can't hold on through a hit from the hitman. Pretty appropriate. Second and 10 from the 27. Pass to Hopkins is dropped on the sideline. Wong is 4 for 9 so far for 74 yards. It's been a lackluster offensive performance in this first half. Third and 10, climb in the pocket, finds Thomas! And Michael Thomas keeps the drive alive with that 19-yard reception. A minute 15 left and 2 timeouts for the Saints. The give is to Blackman. And Rakeem Blackman is going to pick up almost the first down after another run, though. First and 10 from the 43. Off of play action, Wong airs it up for Clemens, who hauls it in. Touchdown, Saints. And just like that, it is 13-9. And the Saints start out with the football in the second half as well, and have an opportunity to extend their 4-point lead. First and 10 from the 22, complete to Blackman, who breaks a tackle slightly and picks up the first through the air. Now from their own 38-yard line, as Wong seems to be getting his legs underneath him. He's going to air this one up to Hopkins, who hauls it in! How's that for trash talking as DeAndre Hopkins owns Atugwe once more? First and 10, Blackman on the give. Tried to outrun Harrison Smith on the angle, but Smith with a very nice touchdown-saving tackle. Third and goal from the 2. Wong looking, throws, it's broken up by Anthony Barr, and they're going to settle for 3 and make it a 7-point Saints lead. Second and 9 for the Vikings. On their next possession, complete to Rudolph, all alone over the middle, and he has a first, gain of about 20. As for Saints safety Vidal Grice, it does not look good. It seems that the initial diagnosis is a torn pectoral muscle, which very well will end his season. As Sheldon Rankins gets to Bridgewater once more, that's a loss of 13. What were you doing, Teddy? Third and 23 from their own 46. Off of play action, Bridgewater feels some pressure. He's going to lose the football! 3 fumbles, 3 recoveries by the Vikings. Third and 6 from their own 24 as Wong and the Saints trying to put more points on the boards. Complete to Clemens with speed, and Kent Clemens out to the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 16. Second and 3 from their own 46. Wong from the gun. The give is to Blackman, who's going to cut it upfield, and has a gain of about 8. From Vikings territory, Wong pumps right on the screen, throws left to Hopkins, and this time it's broken up. A lot of defenders there, setting up a 3rd and 6 from the 42. Wong looks, throws to Michael Thomas with some touch, and Thomas turns upfield and has 8. That's a first down. 3rd and 8 from the 32. Wong to Hopkins on the curl. He is abusing Atugwe on the outside. First and 10 from the 21. Working out of the gun. It's another fake screen to Hopkins. This time it's a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, been spectacular in this game, minus a drop. Just like that, it's 23-9 as Wong has found his rhythm in this second half. First and 10, Bridgewater airs it up for Maclin, and somehow Jeremy Maclin holds on through the hit from 2 defenders. First and 10 from the 32 at the start of the 4th quarter. Bridgewater rolls to his right, and he's going to take off, and he's going to run with it. Bridgewater with a juke. Gets away from Shillings, and Larimore stops him. But he does pick up the first down. Working out of the single back set with 2 tight ends on the field, and Simonette is going to go down to the 13, just shy of 100 yards on the day. 2nd and 2 from the 13. Now in the eye, it's going to be a fake to the fullback. It's a pitch to Simonette, who spins out Nickel Shillings and has the first. Meadows in motion, 1st and goal from the 8. Bridgewater looking around, and he's going to throw this one out the back of the end zone, incomplete. 3rd and goal now, as the Saints are going to try to hold them to a 4th field goal of the game. Bridgewater rolls out. He's going to take off, and he's going to run with it, and Larimore stops him again. This time shy of the sticks, and it's 23-12 with 8:40 left, and 11-point Saints lead. 3rd and 10 from the 22, Bridgewater to Frederick, and Frederick gets out to the 45. A 23-yard pickup through the air, and the Vikings have a shot to make this a 1-score game. 1st and 10 from the 45, Bridgewater looks, throws to Rudolph, who gets away from Waynes enough to pick up the first 10. He's 24 for 32, 287. Does have a fumble, though. Has not been at the top of his game, but the Saints' defense has been inconsistent, as that's going to be incomplete. They are going to be forced to punt. And the Saints are back at it. 3rd and 1, complete to Blackman. Gets away! And Harrison Smith tracks him down. Had the angle, but Blackman with a huge catch and run. And they are inside field goal range. 3rd and 5 from the 23. Pass to Edens. And they'll settle for a field goal. Wong 19 for 30, 311 and 2 scores. It's a 14-point game with 2:20 left. They still have a shot. Bridgewater. It's a screen to Simonette. And he has took a huge hit from Braxton Yates. 2nd and inches from the 45. Bridgewater's pass is intercepted! Trey Waynes, the former 1st-round pick from the Vikings, takes this one back to the house for the exclamation point. Touchdown Saints, and that's going to be your final score, 33-12. Wong and the Saints knock off the Vikings and improve to 9-1 on the season. Blackman 17 for 70, Hopkins 5 for 125 and a score. If Wong had just placed it a little bit differently, it would have been probably around 6 for about 180 and 2. Either way, we take on the 4-4-2 Broncos next week in their building, and it will be without Vidal Grice, who's out for the rest of the season. He did tear his pectoral muscle on that whiff on Maclin, and it's unfortunate. It does mean, though, that we are going to have Sam Moreland back at the starting strong safety position. They're without Treader, Lamore, Peppers, Bonta, and Dudley. But this is a team led by Paxton Lynch, CJ Anderson, Demarius Thomas, Sterling Shepard, Judah McClain. But for a team that has been built off of defense for so long, you'd think they would have upgraded a bit. Unfortunately for them, they lack deep speed at corner and at safety. It's going to be a very interesting matchup. This is not a bad team at all. And Von Miller's still a force, as is Brandon Marshall. At 81 speed for a middle linebacker, watch out. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Moonlightswami. I'll be talking to you guys later.